And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Now y'all already know we missed a week, so this week is gonna be pretty turned up. Tanya Cash, what it
What?
do?
Man, yes, you definitely last week was definitely crazy. We got a lot of catching up to do. Um
Yes, it
definitely want
was. It
to
was so
get
crazy.
let's get started talking about congratulations
Sucker,
to Face Lover. No, Face Lover, shout
congratulations
out
to
Face.
my man. One thug
I
to another thug, eh? Shout out my
hey,
boy. Yes,
I
my
seen
boy
the clip.
packed out the building. There was like there was a lot of people that they'll understand how epic that was. The whole event was private. It was just
Yeah, I
word
remember.
of it was just text only. You know what I'm saying? Like this people who is who and who ain't. And I mean like this video that we ended up having had about 20 sections, so it was a nice sized venue. Every
Mhm.
section full to capacity. Some sections had people standing on the back of the couches. You know how they do it real OG style. But
Mhm.
my man gave a great show. His parents was in the building. They enjoyed the show. The man verified what I already been telling everybody for a long time that he ready. You know what I'm saying? He ready. It is.
Mhm.
It is what it is. And I was just
Okay.
glad to be a part of it. He did force me to perform, so anybody that wasn't there, y'all did miss a pretty epic exclusive performance that I probably won't do those songs like that in that order for a long time. So that was pretty lit. Now I tell
Mhm.
you one thing, you were in Houston while we were turning up in the DMV,
I was
but it was cold as I don't
unfortunately,
know what.
I missed the broccoli fest, and they decided to
Hmm.
add on Rico and a few other people, Wiz Kid and a few other people that I liked. So I was kind of
Aw,
upset about that, but it was blazing hot in Houston. So I
yeah,
didn't miss the weather here. I heard it was raining most of the weekend.
it
When
was
I got
terrible, y'all.
back, I kind of got was under the weather because it was such a change. I came back in like a tank top and some like tights, yoga pants, and
Luncheon.
it was given leather jacket, very much leather jacket, still puffy coat a
Look.
little bit.
I
So
got off the
yeah.
plane in a short sleeve black t-shirt and some black joggers, and I was like, "Wait a
Mhm.
minute, you're not in Kansas anymore. It's time to
No.
trick it." I got back out of there the next morning, but it is what it is. It was a great show, great show. And now I know everybody that was there. I'm getting a lot of DMs about asking me when is the album coming and things like that. But there is a
Mhm.
single coming. The lead single is definitely ready. I will tell y'all that. I can't tell y'all too much. We got to bring Face Level on this show. That's what we got to do one day. Probably next week or the next couple of weeks, we're going to get Face Level on here
Or
and,
I
and, and,
mean,
and talk about
shoot.
it.
When he if he hop on, shoot, let's bring him up and ask him a few questions, y'all. If y'all got some questions for Face Lover, I'm sure he'll be through here a little later. We can just go ahead and
Yeah.
drag his ass on up here for y'all.
I
Shoot.
mean, listen, I'm in full blown agreements with that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I don't know what's going on in this music industry, but last week was pretty turned up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. It was just, it was just one of those weeks, and
Mhm.
I was really excited. I wanted to be here last week, but of course I couldn't make it. Shout out to my
Mhm.
boy Iz for coming through and helping me out at the thing. Shout out
Mhm.
DJ Pony, you know what I'm saying, for coming
Yes.
through and definitely doing his thing. You feel me?
Is this one for you?
Shout out. Listen, I gotta tell y'all though, the real MVP, my boy J Money Gibbs. That's the real
What?
MVP. Now
What's up, y'all?
like my man J Money on his way to this being like the only guy that I need when I'm on the
Mhm.
road is J Money Gibbs. Everybody else on side guys, but y'all just don't understand. Like road life
Mhm.
is crazy and it's difficult, and it's always just easy whenever Gibbs is on. Gibbs is in the building or helping me out with stuff like that. He do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that a lot of
Mhm.
people don't really see or can't really, you know what I'm saying, grasp the concept of how well like I run with like my certain unit around me. You know what I'm saying? And like this while I was in DC, it was really reminiscent of the DC Live days. You remember how we used to pack out with like DC Live was a vibe. You feel me?
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't know, like when I started that, I said I needed two things, right? I needed
Mhm.
two things. I needed somebody that was gonna host that joint with me and rock hard out, go ham with me, you know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
I needed someone or a venue that was gonna allow me to let my people smoke. You feel me? To
Mhm.
just chill and let us be free. You feel me? So
Right.
what ends up happening is that's how that vibe was there. Shout out Beezy for coming through clutch with the MVP because hey, the damn rain flooded out our first venue. It flooded the venue out that we
Mm.
had to change it at the last minute. Literally at six
Oh,
o'clock in the evening, we're changing the venue to let everybody know that there's a new venue. And guess what happens? It
what?
still packs out. Now, I gotta tell y'all something. I gotta tell y'all something. A lot of y'all
Mhm.
don't understand this. These venues that y'all see with a lot of these artists that y'all like be following and loving to see, they do their own events, right? And
Mhm.
usually, unless they're star studded, those events are just okay events, right? They have to
Mhm.
surround them with like high powered people, and it's got to be a real big marketing to go behind it for these people to get really good, really good turnouts, right? Now, I'm trying
Right.
to tell y'all, private private event, no headline show yet. His first headline show in like what 5 to 7 years
Mhm.
sold out. I'm challenging any artists out there. Show me. Show me that
Mhm.
y'all can do that. That's next level, right?
Yeah.
We working on some major next level stuff.
Mhm.
That's why today's show, what I want to talk about, is going to be majorly interesting, right? Because there's a
Oh,
lot of
there you
people
go,
that don't
right there.
understand. Oh yeah,
There you
there go
go,
my
right
boy
there.
right
Face
there.
lover, you gonna come on up? You gonna come
Wait,
on up? Let's
listen,
talk about this show. I'm about to drop the link in the comments. Go ahead, copy and paste, and bring your ass up here. Hold on, y'all. I just gotta remember how to do it. Six, are
there
you
we go.
sending it to him? Or
Look,
you want me to just put it in the description? I mean, in the comments. Hold on, y'all.
no, I didn't. I'm just, yeah.
My
Hold on. Let me send the link. You could put it in the comment. We're gonna probably get all types of weirdo. You gonna get all types of
my
weirdos jumping
blind
backstage. You
ass.
put that link in the comment. Go ahead, go put the link in the comment section. There
I
we
did.
go.
And if y'all got some questions for Face Lover, feel free to hit the link and we'll let you up. I must see your face before you come up here
Yeah,
though. So some all types of weird.
yeah. Like, hey, listen, look. That's all right though, young, cause we gonna use that X button. Like you will get X'd out. That means gone. You will be put
But
off,
but
kicked off the
I
show.
mean, I'm so upset that I missed it. I'm sure it was a great show. I
No,
wish I was
no,
there. However, my birthday.
you were there. You were there. Boss Biz was
And
there.
spirit.
Boss,
Yeah.
the energy was in the building. Like it felt like the good old days. You know what I'm saying? It was really one of
Mhm.
those moments. Boom was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real good energy. You know what I'm saying? But like it was real live. Like me putting in the work. You know, this boy putting in the work made it happen. Now, like it's crazy because we wanted to work on this like just as quick. All right, me and you, let's see what we can do. And the thing is, what we say, face, win, lose, or draw. It don't matter. It's not about the money. It's about getting out the message and the content.
See,
And we
in real
won.
life though, like,
One big. What
cause
up,
to be
face?
honest, I didn't care about money. I ain't like the whole point. The whole kill was like when you set up there and told me, you was like, all right, the first one you always take an L. All right, so but I do. You already know I do a lot of shit. So Really didn't care about that part. I didn't really expect nothing back. Ask them niggas how many people I was letting in the door for free.
Mm.
Like I said, I didn't really care about money. Money wasn't the point. I got the money.
But did
I
you
been had the
enjoy
money.
yourself? Did you enjoy yourself? And please
Um,
give me a rundown of what you performed and like how you was feeling. I seen you all amped up and stuff, but I was
not,
just like, damn.
for real, that jump was like I did enjoy myself. It was what I thought of. Like that jump was more so of a celebration to me. Like you know what I'm saying, like Tanya, you know a little bit about I'm saying what I've been going through and shit last 2 years, especially my artistry and shit. So it's more so of a celebration to me. I got to tell my side of the story my way instead of everybody else in my motherfucking business and shit. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Right?
So like yeah, like I really enjoyed that jump. I really enjoyed all that whole situation. It was definitely something different. It
Was
was
it
it was
reassuring? I mean, I'm pretty sure you knew people fuck with you, but was it like reassuring? Like, yeah, they
it's,
really fucking with me. Like, yeah.
yeah, that let me know that
Yep.
some of the shit that y'all be saying, like when y'all be talking to me, or some of the shit y'all be saying is true. But that also let me know who ain't fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like let me know who watching, who wanted to be on a bill, who wanted to be doing this, who feel I'm
Yeah.
better than them, who feel I'm not better than them. Like you feel what I'm saying? Artistry wise, like let me know a whole bunch of it's like it let me know a whole bunch of shit.
Mm.
Let me know
What's
it
crazy
definitely let
is
me know who fuck with me
what's
though.
crazy
Go
is
ahead.
it it was a learning path for both of us.
Mm.
You feel
Twas.
me? Like he was learning his side and I was learning my side. It was both of us tapping into our superpowers, man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like what was the most craziest part about it was I don't even think that he wanted to do it. I just
It was
knew
it was
that he
it was
had.
that like look, everybody was like especially like niggas who don't like me and shit. Why the fuck is a secret location? This location secret cause I'm trying I ain't even no sucker. Niggas know I ain't no sucker. But I wasn't saying this. I'll say this after. That shit wasn't even my idea.
I
Like
want to say,
for
why
the
was it a secret location? I mean, is
I,
there?
I don't know. Ask him. That was his idea. I don't
Everything was my
know.
idea.
I just went with the flow.
Let me tell
So,
you what's crazy. Let me tell you what's
before you
crazy.
get started, let me just ask you that. I
Yeah.
know it builds anticipation for the secret location, but do you feel like you would have had more of a crowd if you released the location? Maybe.
No, because of the person
So
that I am. No.
let me tell you, let me be real. Let me be 100%. I believe that it would have been way more people.
Yeah, but
Hold
I
on.
wouldn't have fuck with
You muted
everybody though.
Tanya. You muted. Tanya, you
For
muted.
me, you can't hear
Yeah,
me.
okay, there you go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I
Yeah, like
wasn't saying
for me,
nothing. I was just looking.
oh, oh okay, no, my bad. For me, I feel like this. It would have
Mhm,
definitely been way more people in there if it wasn't a private location, right? But
mhm,
this is like we're trying to. When I tell everybody every week, you're not supposed to build your careers based on what's happening in the now, right? I mean, sure, Kanye West. That's the level that I tell everybody. If you ain't reaching the Reach Ye levels, what are you reaching for, right? If you ain't aiming for the moon and the world, then you ain't really trying to get anything for real, for real. You got to be reaching really high. And I tell everybody, you got to follow the careers of the greats. A lot of people's first listening sessions are at private locations.
mhm,
You know, they're for a exclusive bunch, right? Now, let's just be real here. The group that is usually invited to a lot of people's first listening party are the people who can and are in a position to invest in that artist and make their careers move, right? So
mhm,
it's not really for the public and the general public. Now, you know, the general public will get the album release party. They will get the, shows, the concerts. But for the listening session, that was for an exclusive set of people that have been rocking with this man from beginning to now and going to go to the end to be able to get something exclusive for their loyalty. It wasn't for any and
Mhm.
everybody to pull up. You know what I'm saying? So we have to create these we have to create these moments. At the end of the day, these moments are never going to be given to us. We have to create them to put ourselves on that level. That's why I did a secret location because I knew everybody that didn't know that secret location was going to wonder why it's a secret. Well,
Man,
the whole
man.
project is secret.
These niggas have, first of all, they have no idea. Second of all, some people that I didn't even invite, like some people that I didn't even invite showed up. I don't know how the fuck they knew or where the fuck they
I
came from.
mean,
But
word of mouth.
yeah, but
Listen,
ain't that much
by
word of mouth in the
I
world.
knew I knew we had something. I knew we had something when I pulled up to the venue and people were already waiting at the changed venue, the new location, right?
Oh wow.
Now I told Face Love at the beginning of this process. I said, bro, I'm
Yeah.
now managing you, bro. Like it's your job to focus on being an artist now. You know, it's your job to focus
Mhm.
on making sure that music is right. It's your job making
Mhm.
sure that show is tight and making sure that your gear is on point so that when you in the building, the people that's paying their hard earned money to see you don't feel like they getting cheated by just anybody else on the street.
Shout out to Pat
And
Apparel.
I'll take care of the rest. Yeah, definitely a shout out to Pat Apparel. Everybody know we
Every time I step out, bro, I just want to let niggas know. Every time I step out, I don't wear the same clothes, bro. I don't understand. Like I hear a lot of these rappers know like in real life, bro. I do not wear the same clothes. It's definitely over $100, $200, $300 outfit every time I'm stepping out as a regular outfit. I'm not saying like every time I wake up in the morning. No, nigga. Anytime you see me in a club, which is rare, it's gonna be a totally new outfit. I didn't wear that shit. I'm not gonna wear it.
Mm.
It was bought. Like you know what I'm
But
saying. So
but why is that important? Do you feel
but
like it's not okay to wear the
I'm
same outfit over and every time you perform, like
no.
a
I mean
costume?
I used to. I mean I that's
Ooh,
you can't wear the same outfit over and over
my
again.
bad,
That's
face
like you know what I'm
lover.
saying. That shit cool to get your little. That shit cool to have your little outfit. Like you know what I'm saying. I got face lover shirts. You feel what I'm saying. I used to wear. I wore them Jones for years. You feel what I'm saying. But once you become on a certain level and you start doing things a certain way, you start really putting your own money into your artistry. You are gonna realize why you don't care for your own name to be on something. Because when you reach that level where you don't have to put your brand on something like you don't see Mercedes Benz really having commercials. You don't see really uh, uh, Gucci and them really having commercials. Something that's already branded and already like really is cracking. You don't gotta broadcast that shit.
Mhm.
It's already on and cracking. Like niggas already know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But
So
like,
from your experience and your perspective, just tell me how the night went and what was
uh,
your ultimate goal for the night? Did you achieve that goal that you had set if you had one?
um, yeah. At the end of the night, my manager handed me bread.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I achieved my goal. I did whatever I wanted. That was my show. Anybody
Mhm.
who I wanted to walk in that door for free, walk in that door.
Mhm.
My mama even showed up. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody who that was my shit. Like that was my shit. That night that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? Did I achieve my goal? Hell yeah. I was popping bottles. I spent
Mhm.
that nigga know I spent over 2K that night. And I
And
was fine with that.
what was your song list like? How many songs did you perform that
I,
night? Because I
I did
wasn't
my
there, so
whole
I want to know how many songs did you perform and which ones
13.
did you perform?
I performed
Mm.
13 songs. I did basically two set lists,
Did you
which
do
is like,
slide on it?
nah, slide on in,
Nope.
on the album, slide on in. I
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
The only thing that I did that's out is
Mhm.
Slaughterhouse and
Uh-huh.
OVA Slaughterhouse Part Two. That's the only thing
Okay.
I did that's actually out. Everything I
Okay.
did it was literally like exclusive release shit that's not heard, shit that have not been heard. I've been promoting it on Instagram and shit. Like you can hear
Mhm.
snippets, but I performed the actual whole songs. I let people listen to the whole songs. They gave me feedback on the whole songs. Nobody heard none of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, damn. So I
Now
really
look, it
missed
was
out.
songs I haven't even heard. I heard them and I was like, wow. We was looking to find the single, and look, a lot of people he that were there, y'all were privy to the speech at the beginning of the set where he spoke about dissing his manager on a song, and then he performed it. Yes, that was a epic record, and yes, he was
Hold on,
talking
what's the
about his
name of that
manager.
record?
Can't trust a
It's called
soul.
Can't Trust a Soul.
Oh, is that the one
Mm.
that you was what was you freestyling that or something on Instagram? I feel like I
Yes, he
heard
was.
that.
If
He
Is
y'all
that the
did it.
one that I was like, I'm waiting to hear this or something? I
I,
think I commented on that one, if I'm
all
not
right, so if
mistaken.
y'all want to call me remembering my words, freestyling, like when I write, I don't write no more. I put it in my head now, so I don't write no more.
Well, what I mean freestyling, I meant like you had did an Instagram clip and you had
So
it a clip.
yeah,
I was like, I really like that. I think I was waiting to hear that. So damn, I missed it.
Yeah, that was that. That was that. I don't know. I don't know why my internet is acting uber weird
no,
today.
that wasn't y'all internet. Somebody calling me and shit. Real ironic.
Oh, okay.
Somebody calling me shit.
But yeah, no, really ironic. But no, like honestly, like this journey has been like really good, right? It's been like almost a year now that we've been trying to put some stuff together, and really the process and the journey of it is just like what a lot of people don't understand the roles that people have to play, and when artists are serious, it's a lot of ways artists move when you moving and trying to get on or trying to make it or trying to get seen, trying to get noticed. But like once you've done that, there's a certain way that you have to move. And I don't think artists understand that. They don't have the right people in position to assess how they should be doing things. And a lot of it is what needed, right? But when you have the budget, you can be afforded certain luxuries, and play ball a certain way with like the industry does,
When
because
you
at the
got
end of
when
the
you got
day,
your own
that's
money, you
how
can
they
do
all
whatever
run.
you
It's a
want.
business.
When you got your own money, you can do what you want, and it's not
Yeah,
even just having your own money. You gotta be plugged. That shit wasn't. That shit wasn't. Niggas don't even know. Like even me and Beezy had to talk at the end of that night. You know what I'm saying? To have an understanding of what's really going on to get on not just a personal level, but more so a business level together. Like niggas don't know what that shit took to really get done. Money don't mean really shit. You gotta have the connections. You gotta have that person to talk to the next person to be able to go to these places. Cause that change of venue. What the fuck would I have done? I mean, yeah, I had some backup shit, but that the venue that I was at that we had changed it to was a lot better than my backup. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the
yeah,
day, you still gotta have them plugs behind even having your own bag, but have your own bag. Fuck it, asking your man. You don't. I don't know what these niggas got out here in their mind, but you are not supposed to. Your manager don't pay you, nigga. Your manager puts you in position. You pay your manager.
yeah,
I pay my manager. You know what I'm saying? Ask my manager. Ask my manager if I pay
yeah.
him. No, I pay my manager.
Receipts,
Receipts. Like
receipts,
you feel what I'm saying? And it's not no. It's
receipts.
a set budget every month, monthly. Not that's just not paying my manager. That's talking about marketing. That's talking about
Mhm.
marketing schemes. Even just to have a consultation and actually be on the phone and sit down with them, you got to pay for that shit too. Like you feel what I'm saying? The shit is not just you don't just get
Yeah,
out here and get a manager and think you on. No, bro, you gotta pay your manager. So you gotta how you gonna do that if you ain't bringing in shit? You feel what I'm
it's
saying? You gotta be
crazy
bringing in
because
something.
like I try to always correlate to everybody in the real world realm, right? Because a
Mhm.
lot of people look at managers like, oh, I got a manager now, I'm on. Well, that means that you have an employee now, right? It's like if I run a company, and I don't care what any type of company I open, the minute that I hire a manager, I'm not gonna expect that manager to come into my company like, hey, I'm working every day. Here's the drip. Here's the money. Here's the hey,
Mhm.
every day. I mean, eventually, that manager is probably not going to make it through past the interview when you say, yeah, when they ask, how much are we paid? Oh, no, no, no. You pay us. You
Right.
work here, but
But
you
see,
pay us.
But see, when you pay a manager, you get to do things like show up at 10:30 to your own fucking party that starts at 9. And then as soon as you get in there, you got bottles and all that other shit looking waiting for you, looking sweet, looking good. You get to wait on jewelry and shit. You get to wait on clothes and shit. You get to go to the clothes man house and goddamn have him press some shit out for you right in front of you right before your show. You feel what I'm saying? You get to do things like that when you're investing in your set in yourself, i.e., paying your manager. You feel what I'm saying? You get to do
Yeah.
those fucking things. But I know niggas out here, I know artists out here with managers, but their manager is paying for them to get in the clubs and paying for their entourage to get in the clubs. Because I've been a part of these niggas' entourages and I've been the nigga that they pay for to get in the club. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
nah, nigga, you
Man.
supposed to really
Yeah.
pay your manager, nigga. Pay your manager. You bust your manager off, I guarantee you, whatever the fuck you want to do is going to happen. You want to go run out the club, he's going to make that shit happen. You feel what I'm saying?
And,
So,
and I mean, like, y'all gotta understand something. Like a lot of people talk about these managers back in the day, or these managers that be stealing money and doing all this other stuff. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
gotta really understand that mentality is from a lot of the artists that feel like I should not be paying my manager, and it's like, oh, he's stealing from me, or taking from me. Now, I agree two things. At certain levels, the roles never change, right? But how things are done seems a whole lot different, right? I mean, if you're bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on royalties, and your manager has percentages and things like that, I don't really think that you're gonna be pulling out cash out your pockets and you're paying your manager anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah.
business is now paying for itself, and that's what a lot of people
Right.
don't understand. It's like if the business is generating revenue, the manager is making his 10, his 20%, whatever he's charging, and the revenue is coming in, and everybody's making money, and it's a well-filed
if,
machine.
if,
But the
if a
idea
nigga,
of
if
it
a
is you
nigga,
have to give something to work.
Yeah, yeah. But if a nigga like in real life, if somebody think anybody's stealing something from them, and you talk about like your shit is documented in this industry, everything is documented unless you giving a nigga straight cash out your motherfucking hand. You see what I'm saying? Everything is documented. Your manager is obligated to give you a invoice. A invoice is basically a
Yep.
list of all the money that you have spent, bro. You can see if somebody is stealing from you.
Yeah.
All right. So hold on.
You can see
This
how much is
this is
coming
my
in.
question. So I
Yep.
have a question. So what if you have nothing for the manager at all? Nothing coming in. Nothing.
And that's the
But
thing,
Then
right? If you
you
have
need things
nothing,
to happen.
if you have nothing, yes. But like the thing is, right? Every manager, any manager will bypass the upfront for the back end if the investment is right.
Mhm.
If you know what I'm saying, like if I got an artist, if I meet an artist right now that has no money, no
Mhm.
backing, one record that he has out, and he's ready to hit the road for 6 months, and he gives me 6 months,
Mhm.
as long as that record is dope,
I'm sorry. As long
because
as
that's when you see the person is when they get, as long as they show me their side, the right side of them when they get paid. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it's not about what they didn't have. Because if you do your job, if I do my job, let's say you have nothing and I make you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in 6 months, or whatever the case may be, and now you've made some money. Now I've proven to you that I can make you some money. You have to prove to me that me making you money is not a one-sided deal,
Mm.
right?
which
I mean, like
means invest your money.
I
It's the
shouldn't
same
be.
thing as
Yeah,
going to a label and having a deal. You're gonna have to put your
yeah.
money
And
back
if
into
you give
yourself.
it is,
I.e.,
it's the exact same thing. If you give an artist, if you give a label 6 months and you make money, the idea is to run another 6 months. If not, ask, can I get a year?
Mhm.
right.
That's the mind of a person who wants it. Is it not to try to restructure, rebrand, and rechange yourself? Right?
Mm.
A lot of artists do not show themselves either in the beginning or at the end. I mean, because listen, an artist that has nothing, right? But you see that
Mhm.
artist out every night performing his record, and you think the record is dope, and it's like, yo, he's out every night, she's out every night. Oh man, this record is dope. But then you go look at the record and you see Alligator Miles, or you go look at their Instagram page, and they got like 80 followers and 3 likes and shit like that. You start asking yourself, like, wait a minute, who are you telling that you got this amazing talent? You know what I'm saying? Now it's not just who are you telling. If I can realize that you got an amazing talent and you're telling everybody, at least we can work with that, right?
Right.
But a person that's not willing to talk about it, not willing to share it, doing the shows every night, they're showing that they got a passion to perform.
Right.
Now, if you can say, all right, look, let me put you in front of some right stuff. Let me get you these right shows. 6 months. Let me get your paperwork together. Let's get you straight. Let's get you squared away. And that once they start getting
That's
paid off, that's when you see how serious the artist is.
but see,
I
that's
mean,
a
because
whole
listen,
nother thing though. That's a whole nother thing. You talking about paperwork. Most of these niggas don't even know what paperwork is. So when you even do go to a manager and you saying paperwork, if you're not willing, like this ain't no this like having a manager is not like, oh, I go get a job and they gonna train me to do this. It's either like you should already know what you're doing, and if you don't know what you're doing as an artist, and that nigga do start to tell you and help you out to know what you're doing and giving that information, then that's a gift. You feel what I'm saying? That's even more shit you're supposed to be paying for. But like you know what I'm saying, when you get those things like paperwork, half these niggas don't have a paperwork. So when you go to a manager, they gonna laugh at you and not want to manage you anyway.
I mean,
let me tell y'all a hilarious story. I was manager at this store, Shadowland. Shout out Shadowland if they still in business through COVID. Shout out Shadowland. But I was a manager in this business. Before they paid me what they paid me, it was like really nothing. I come in, I'm like, yo, I'm talking to my GM. I'm like, this could be better if we did this, if we started doing this. And they're like, oh, these are great ideas. You should bring them up to manage. I say, hold up, not without more money, because they pay me for things as they are now.
right.
You know, if things change, that means either more work for me or less work for me. I need security. You know, at the end of the day, this is real life. You have to ask yourself, what do I want? We were talking about franchises, businesses that franchise, Chick-fil-A and businesses like Wingstop. How like I don't know how many people have had a great experience at Wingstop, but I haven't had one yet. I don't know how
Why
many
not?
people have had a
What do
bad
you mean
experience
you
at
haven't
Chick-fil-A,
had a?
but I haven't had one yet. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into detail about Rick Rosie's spots, but they seem a little bit ghetto, dog. And they're definitely not punctual on getting the chicken done. I mean, I've seen Popeyes flip chicken in 2 minutes. It be taking a man Wingstop at least 40 minutes to flip some nuggets. And that's just
I
a little bit
mean, but that
painful.
should be bomb though if they cook it
Man,
right.
listen, it's
Yeah.
never worth the wait. Ain't no chicken nuggets worth waiting 45 minutes to an hour for. I can guarantee you that.
Oh
I'd have
no.
waited. I ordered Wingstop on DoorDash, waited an hour. I said, this is pretty good. I wonder what it would taste like hot. Let me go into the store and get it. I got into the store, waited over an hour. And I said to myself after I ate them, I said, I'm still wondering how these would be if they were hot. Now, I don't understand what's wrong with Wingstop, but it seems like the spot that you I get now why it's called Wingstop. It ain't because you stopped there to get wings. It's because you're going to be there a long time after you order them wings. You're going to definitely have to stop everything you're doing and wait for those wings. The wings
Uh,
is not worth it. But you go to Chick-fil-A, man, they got somebody at the front of the drive-through line. Like, gee, he like, hey, how you doing?
mhm.
Good day. He gonna take your order. Hey, how you doing? Good day. Did he say hey? All right, everything good. He gonna take your order.
This nigga
Hey,
retarded.
good day. Take your napkins. Don't forget. Take your order at the next window. They got you. Yeah, here go your order. We already knew what you were gonna get. You look like that type. Oh, this is so right. They know you. They just know you. So it's about that. You know what I'm saying? And like that is all based on what people are paid and how people are treated.
Mm,
I work
I
with
get it.
so many artists. 25 artists to be exact that I work with. Now I don't
Mhm.
manage all of them because that would make me be bald headed. Now I understand why most record and label executives are bald.
Mm.
I
Okay.
totally get it. No, artists are really self-indulged. I'm one myself, so I know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every time I'm in work mode, like working for my artist, I'm always have to remember that I am an artist too. That's what keeps me level headed. It's like that's how it's supposed to be. It's like when it's
Mm-hmm.
not like that, I'm thinking that something is weird. I'm like, hey, you good? We good? You working? Where's the
Mm-hmm.
product? I've turned into that white guy that you see. Where's the records? Where's the records? Where's the
Mm-hmm.
records? Where's the records? Like there's a lot of my friends that are artists that don't even like calling me no more because they be like, hey, yo, Six, I saw this crazy thing the other day, bro. You won't believe it. And I'm like, yeah. How the album coming? They like,
Yeah.
huh? I'm talking about this
Uh-huh.
new movie out. I was like, yeah. How the album coming though? You almost done? Like you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready to start getting it out? Let's go. Like I'm always pushing that work mode. And like it's crazy because Face is like one of the only artists, like besides my kid artists that I have, like the artists that are like 19 to 14 and 12, them artists will outwork a lot of artists. But this dude Face is one of the only artists that I know like really works hard to like get it done. You know? Like y'all know my saying. Now, a lot of people get on me, Shaq gets on me for talking about the 9 to 5ers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Phase is a perfect example of the 9 to 5ers that I always talk about that should be winning the mentality that you need. If I'm going to give the man 8 hours of my day to make him a billionaire, I'm not going to give myself 8 hours a day. Hey, if I got to work 16-hour days, 18-hour days, so be it. But I'm going to be great. I've literally watched this man go to work 12 hours, get off here straight to the studio. Get off 1 o'clock out the studio, right back up the next morning, going to grind. It's
Okay,
called
so
doing it.
back to Face Lover being a hardest worker and back to y'all pushing this music. You just had a was it an album review or an album release party?
It was an
Listening
album
session.
listening session. It was like a listening, like it was like a listening session, more so like a self expression. People got to see like
Like a soft launch kind of sort of like what you might be dropping.
nah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like
What I've been
yeah,
more like what I've
something
been
like that.
working
Yeah,
on. What I'm working on. What I'm working
yeah,
on.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Basically,
So you performed about 13 songs, is that correct?
yeah.
Yep.
Out of those
I did
13
13
songs,
songs. Yeah.
if you were to put at least 10 on the album or let's say 12 on the album, which song do you think will not make the cut? Or would you ask? Out of all the songs that you perform, out of 13 songs, you
Ooh,
only
good
get to
question.
put 12 songs on an album. Which song out of the ones you performed would you ask? Ask meaning cut.
All right.
Thank you,
Hold on.
89.
I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, you know what?
Uh,
Listen, I will cut two of them
Jesus
off the
Christ.
break. I will cut two of them off the
Yeah,
break.
I would cut two. Oh, yeah, I got two. I would cut two. The two that I would cut is Slaughterhouse and Slaughterhouse Part Two
Why?
because like it got everything to do like metaphorically with the album. To be honest,
Mhm.
but that's some shit I was really like that just came out to be good songs that I just really had to get off my chest. Especially since like the last time I really seen you was the interview, and after all that shit, like you know what I'm saying, it was a whole bunch of goofy shit going on. So it was more so like I just had to get some shit off my chest. But those would probably be the two I would take off though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All
me
What
right.
was
too. I agree.
yeah, all right, but
I
I
agree.
already
I
knew you
agree.
was gonna say that.
Like
I already knew you was gonna say
I'm
that.
like honestly, like so. Listen, so hear me out. Hear me out, Tanya. Right?
Mhm.
I didn't hear none of the records, but the diss records that he was dropping prior to, right?
Mhm.
Everything else that I heard that night. There's a lot of music that he sends me. However, those records I didn't get. So then I heard like four of them the maybe the week before the event, and I was like, dang,
Mhm.
if I would have known, I didn't even know you made this style of music, right?
Mhm.
Now, a lot of people know that me and Face have been on the same stage for like the past 5 to 6 years. Every
Mhm.
show I've done, he's done, right?
Mhm.
Now, especially in the DMV, there have been some shows out of the states, country, out of the states that I've done, but never to say every show in DC that I've done, he's done,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So when I always seen him perform as a DJ, I got to see a different artist. As a
Mhm.
showmate, I got to see a different artist. So when I approached him about me and him working together, right? It was
Right.
literally solely off everything that I seen him do when I was the DJ of a show,
Mhm.
right? Because
Mhm.
he's a different artist. He was a different artist solo. Like he has records like the All on Me record was one of like my favorite records that he ever had done, and I was like, bro, every time I seen him, I'm like, you performing that record, you performing that record, and a lot of the shows he never performed those records unless I was DJing. He didn't perform those records. It was always rap, 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 right? So now when I hear this Changes album, and like honestly, the first three songs are rap songs, right? I'll tell
Mhm.
y'all that the first three songs were rap songs, and it was like the club, everybody going crazy. Ladies got the bottles, niggas walking through with the bottles and the cups, drinking them straight up like this is lit. And then the fourth song is a R&B cut with a rap feel to it, right?
Mhm.
I see this man mama pull out her cell phone and real life, like now she's like, that's my boy,
Mhm.
right? I'm like, that's that's the face lover that's a star, right?
Mhm.
That's the guy right there. The R&B stuff, everything R&B on that album, I would keep. Everything rap, I would put it away for like future projects later.
Well, I told you my mother actually, when I did your interview, I think she saw you the freestyle sing. Well, you were singing the song, but she's saying that she was just
Mhm.
like, "Oh my gosh, that guy, I like that guy." And I'm like, "You don't know nothing
Yeah.
about this old lady. Go
That's
ahead."
that's what sets
So
them apart. That's what sets them
you,
apart.
I
That's
really
what. Se-
enjoyed the R&B, and I like that. It was, I forgot which. It was like I think it was one of the songs you was talking shit. But I mean, I like
Now,
it
like
both.
if
I like
if y'all want to
both
hear something where
sides
he
of
really
you.
rapping, if y'all want to hear something where he really rapping, and now I'm just promoting now, and this is tacky success. This is very tacky, but y'all need to go hear New Moses. That's like some real like artistry rapping on there. This new rap is angry vengeful rap, which everybody knows. I like a good story as the next man, but vengeful angry rap ain't always with sales. And I told y'all I became one of those guys. Where's the record? Where's the record? You
I
know,
think it's NBA say, if I'm not mistaken. Is that it?
NBA
yeah,
say.
that's New Moses, isn't it? Isn't that New Moses?
Yeah,
That's on.
I think.
Yeah, that's on New Moses.
Uh-huh.
I was
So
like, listen, I heard some rapping on that. I was like, dang, you might be able to like, yeah, we might, yeah.
mm,
Some of these records, I can see myself on them.
but it's nice, Face, that you can actually dabble, dip and dabble in both. I think that's awesome, especially with the serenading of the ladies and stuff like that. You do really, really good with that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
So
his R&B is what sets him apart from any other artist in the DMV.
So my next question for you is, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you actually. And knowing, with you guys having this private location for the listening
Yeah,
party, have
yeah.
things cooled down in the streets, or are things still like a little messy?
Hey, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I have no idea. I don't be in the streets. I be
Mm,
real live working. Like I really be working. I really don't pay no attention to like too many people. But when I do go pay attention, I know niggas still mad at me. But quite frankly, I don't care. Like
Do you
they're
consider
not
yourself
better.
Would you consider yourself a hothead?
Yeah, good question.
Do I consider myself?
Good question.
I would consider myself like not no more. I wouldn't say
Mhm.
that. Not no more. I feel like
Not a
I done
pot.
a lot
Nah,
of
You're not a.
that's
You're
this.
not a pot stirrer. A pot stirrer.
Nah,
mm,
I can
definitely not. No,
definitely stir the
that's
pot.
not it. Not a
Def,
pot stirrer, but definitely a hot head.
I can,
Okay.
yeah,
Listen, look,
I can
look. I
definitely
mean, like,
stir the pot, but I'm not a hot,
what's
And
crazy is,
Six,
look,
how is
not a
it?
hot head.
How
Not no
is
more.
it managing an artist? That one would, if one didn't know you, they would think you were a hothead, and that's the reason why I asked you that question, because it seems like you ready to pop off at any given moment. Now, Six, does that
let-
put you on the fence any, or
no, no,
are
no,
you
no.
having to be on go mode every time y'all meet up? Like,
No,
how
let
does
me tell you. Let me tell you what's crazy, right? Let me tell you
It's not
why it's so easy. Why it's so easy for me because Face is me in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009 when I first got on the scene, right?
okay.
There's a certain type of you got to understand when you're a real artist, and I'm talking about an artist that can like do things musically that are not just the everyday. I got a gun, I got some drugs, I got some hoes, I got
Mhm.
some weed. Like when you can do things differently and go different, people want to play with you when you are doing that, right? Now
Right.
I'm not gonna sit up that joint and throw myself in no realms with the greats, the legends, or whatever the case may be. But let's just look at everybody that you've ever seen's documentaries, backstories, biopics, right? Their
Mhm.
home never really they always got played with wherever they were. So you got met with that. Now, honestly, when you look at a lot of people that we call geniuses, it don't just start when you decided you want to do music. It's when you was a little kid and you was the one that wanted to sit and do this as opposed to do
Mhm.
that. So you were fought with aggression, right? You had to learn how to fight it. You had to learn how to get out of shit. Now, what I always tell Face is the beauty part is I got to a point where I started watching, and what was my motto all 2021? My biggest saying: think white, think white. You know what I'm saying? And once I started thinking white, it's just like, all right, I can't always pop off on them because at the end of the day, it always now circles back. Now, a lot of the people that shitted on me when I first started, I mean, like, yeah, you can't rap here. Like the martini owners, you can't be in here performing. The Dre all days in the paint. No, you're not cool. That's what they say. Back in the day, right? And now I look at them and it's like, you're not cool now, right? Now I don't say these things because I don't care about these things, but in the reality, in the same realm of things, these is how I felt. I always admired Face's ability to go in and actually put that stuff on record, right?
Mhm.
Now, me personally, a lot of people, you have to really be listening to my music to know what I'm talking about, right? And really, you
Mhm.
have to be privy to that situation. You feel me? Like, there's a lot of songs where I stir the pot. I've never went that ham. My whole Smash album is a whole diss record to all the people that I was rapping with before. You know,
Mhm.
my whole goddamn on Numa's project is diss records to everyone that diss my dreams. I mean, I just dropped the album of Food Getting Rich, which is literally a smack in the face to everybody that told me quit rapping because it wasn't for me. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I tell them, I say, you're an artist now. You have words. You don't have to go out and say such and such and such. You're this because honestly, every emotion that you feel, you're not the only person that feels it.
right.
So if you don't say a name or you don't make it too personal, you can make a lot of money off your personal feelings.
Mhm.
But see, like I ain't gonna lie to you. I say sometimes I say names. I don't, and it's rare that I do say names. It's very rare that I do say names. But you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, you do go
Even
ham.
even the ones that I say names in, which is like I said, it's rare. I make money off those too.
So
Yeah,
when
You
does
feel
this
and
me?
like
album drop? When does
Oh
Changes drop?
no, we
Yeah,
don't
when
know.
can
We
we
don't
be?
we don't
When
know. The
can
I
we
sample
be
think
coming
I
looking
soon
I
though.
out?
I think it's supposed to be the 21st of next month. I don't
Yeah,
know. I think
there it is.
that's the date. I think that's
That's
the
what we
date.
looking
I
at.
think
We looking at June 21st.
that's what it's supposed to be. I think.
Any
But you know,
upcoming
we got this.
any more upcoming shows until then, or
Um,
what you got cooking up for us?
I'm trying. I'm about to put together another like, but my joint's not like. I don't want niggas to get me misconstrued. First of all, I don't live in the DMV. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I be in and out. You feel what I'm saying? But like, it's not the things I put together are not showcases. They're not talent shows. They're not open mics.
No,
Whatever
where will you be at? Not what you
me.
organizing.
My,
Yeah, you're
the
an
next thing
artist.
the next thing I'm gonna be at is something that I'm organizing.
Hmm.
I don't just go out here no more. It's either gonna be on tour or it's gonna be something I'm organizing. I don't just go out here no more.
And what made you leave the DMV area?
I
Real.
had nothing else there. It was nothing else for me to work on there.
Mm,
There's nothing else for me to, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing else for me. The things that I was working on
mm.
came to an end. So like, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing else for me to work on there.
I think I seen you post something about building a chick or building a bitch or something like that. You?
Again,
I saw that
again.
too.
What
I be
was that you now? What be going
yeah.
through your head when you post stuff like that? Like I was like, what?
Again, look.
I thought you was in a
Hey,
happy
look,
relationship.
hey,
What
look.
happened?
Who? I'm
No
not in a
man, that's
relationship with
crazy,
nobody.
right?
I'm not in no relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. I'm not in
Mm.
no
He can't
relationship.
build what he got. He's still trying to build it. He
I,
said that's right.
nah, what,
Yeah,
when I be
sometimes
posting on,
I can't even watch Face Lover stories sometimes. I can't even watch Face stories sometimes.
It's
You know
funny.
when
It's
when I watch
comical.
Face's story,
hey,
I watch Face story when I start getting calls. That when
Mm,
I start getting calls, I'm like, oh my god, the house is burning. The house is burning. What do I
mm,
gotta do? What is
all
this?
right, so look,
But like to
all right, so
answer
look.
your question, how do I feel having? I'm not really. I don't have to be on go every time we do something, right? It's
I be
like
really chilling. I
honestly
really
now
be
what I
chilling all the time.
yeah what I like it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is smoke
you
and mirrors.
almost
A
got
lot
me
of stuff.
jumped talking about stuff. You almost got me jumped out here in these streets. What you talking about?
How? I ain't do nothing to
So six,
nobody.
I know you gotta be on
I,
go.
ain't nobody try to jump me though. Why nobody try to jump
You
me?
almost got me attacked out here in these streets.
I don't know who doing these things. I don't
Man,
know.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like I honestly hate the fact that all this stuff got like this, right? Because all of
This
us started out together, for real. But at the end of the day, I don't pay that stuff no attention. When I tell y'all, like, I don't
right.
care about nothing but the records, I don't care about nothing but the records and the workload. And honestly, every time that he go through something, I always say, man, shit, you've already showed me, put it in the record. Like,
I'm
get
gonna
the
put it in the
record out.
record. I
You
can't.
know,
You
like,
can't be mad. Nobody can be mad at me for expressing. You can't. You first of all, ain't nobody finna tell me what I'm finna say on no record. You feel what I'm saying? Especially this mine. Like you feel what I'm saying? And if I do decide to say something, at the end of the day, I'm not the type of person that ever go at somebody. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that ever really start nothing. It's gonna look like that, nigga. I'm 6'5". Yeah, big neighborhood. Like you know what I'm saying, it's gonna look like that.
I,
But
I
the real stuff, I
forgot.
don't go at niggas.
I
I don't
forgot
go
you
at
was a
niggas.
tall drink.
You hear
Go
me?
ahead, ladies. He said he's single.
You hear me?
look,
Don't
Like
get
I'm
I'm gonna
saying,
beat
tell
I
up
you
don't,
this.
though.
A lot of people don't know. Like this
ain't
dude
nobody
hated
gonna
me
get
when we
beat up.
first met.
All right, I
You
didn't
know,
even like this nigga.
he hated me when we first met.
How?
You know what I'm saying?
She
Like
said how?
his first. That's what I asked. Like I asked anybody that can hate me how, yo, how.
But
I had to
tell her
ask him.
how. Tell her
I said, are we
how. Tell her
good?
how.
What you
But
do,
like, all
Six?
right, so look, I just hopped
Since
in
the
this
only
deal. Was
nigga that
like,
ever like
I just
real
hopped in this
life
deal. Was
talk
like, yo,
to me
bro.
though.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, bro, you trying to do my show this weekend? Yo, bro, don't hop in my DMs. You don't speak to me. You don't know me.
Nuh-uh.
I went to the show. I went to the show. I'm trying to speak to him about the DM. You know, I'm trying to speak to him about that message. I'm like, cause I'm thinking we all on the same show together. You know how we don't know each other. He like, yeah, I ain't with that today, cuz. Nah, not today. You don't speak to me. We face to face now. You know, we're not face to face because he's 6'5". I'm like, bro, what's up, bro? Like, how we get here? How we get here? You know what I'm saying?
uh-uh.
I was like, all right, I gotta lock in with bruh. You know, because he
Mhm.
was the first artist that really opened up my eyes to a lot of how you supposed to actually build relationships and network. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because honestly, I would used to just go into a show, do my job, leave that show. If someone came and spoke to me, great, right? But
Mhm.
when I first started promoting, like I didn't have to worry about booking acts. I just had to worry about posting flyers, right? And
Mhm.
this is a shout out drop here. Shout out to Bo because when I first started promoting, Bo was my right hand partner. Like he was my mentor in promoting and putting shows together, right? On the
Mhm.
club scene, I was a dude coming from putting together productions at Rex and middle schools and elementary schools. So when I got on this scene, like I'm trying to bring artists out to these things, they're like, no, we don't do clubs, you know. So I'm standing in clubs a lot of times by myself. Now, in comes
Mhm.
Bo, we packing them out. So now I'm like, all right, I never was personal with these artists though. Until I started putting together on my own and trying to book artists on my own, and he was one of the first artists that I tried to reach out to because I was seeing them all the time, and that
Mhm.
response made me realize, wow, why don't we know what's good with these artists?
Mm.
Like
Now,
why are we only in their inbox when we want them to come to our shows or do something for us?
mhm. Which is not right at all. But while y'all watching, please go ahead and hit that like
Uh,
down there. Go ahead, hit that
yeah,
like, subscribe. Now, face
yeah.
lover, back to the building build a bitch. I'm not gonna let that go because
Yeah.
I really want to know
Yeah.
what be
All
going
right,
through
so
your
look,
head.
so look, yeah. I'm gonna say this: nobody, when y'all be saying that shit, do not take me serious, young. Like, I
Mm,
realize I
Nah,
be
nah, you
bored.
gotta elaborate. You gotta elaborate on building a bitch.
Yeah. All right, so look. This how I feel. And sometimes it can go wrong because I realized I'm putting myself in situations where I was with people for years, and I realized I'm put a lot of my personality on a person. You feel what I'm saying? To like I'm a knowledgeable person. I ain't saying I'm like stupid smart. Nah. I just know what's going on for like you feel what I'm saying.
Right.
So I done put my education on a lot of people in the past, and then people done took that education, ran off the new situations, and said whether it was fuck me or like, you know what I'm saying, just departed from me in any form of fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether whatever it was, they took my information that I taught them. I've never been in a situation to where like even sometimes as friends, that's why those friends I do have, I hold genuine. Friends that can build me up and have information for me. I've always been the smart one, nigga. Well, I don't always have to, you feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So that's how so when I say you gotta build a shorty, like for real, I feel like these days for somebody my age, I'm gonna have to get somebody and mold them
mm,
into not saying like control them but I'm gonna have to get somebody and mold their mind, give them the right foundation, give them the right things to, you know what I'm saying? So they not out here stupid. You give a nigga give a shorty my age something that she's gonna if she's gonna be a bill or she really gonna be thugging with you. Most of the time she's gonna be a bill. 9 times out of 10, especially if they from the DMV area. I say 9 times out of
Yeah.
10. I ain't say 10 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
what's three qualities that you would add to your potion for this special lady that you're trying to create?
One,
Oh.
I think I said this in our last interview. One, the number one thing, communication. Shorty gotta have communication. You gotta keep it 100 too. You gotta keep it 100. That goes with communication. And keeping it 100. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta have
Yep.
communication. Keep it
Yep.
100. Because I don't really care what nobody doing. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's a way to do things. You can have what you want. Your cake and eat it too. It's all about how you go about it. You feel what I'm saying? Well, that's
Yep.
one. That's one communication in the keeping it 100 part. Two, like Shorty gotta care about herself. Shorty like you gotta keep yourself upbeat. You gotta be working. You gotta be active. You gotta be hustling. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying, always on something. I got LLC. My brothers got LLCs. I got a brother that breed dogs. You know what I'm saying? I got him on deck. I got tow trucking, like, you know what I'm saying? My other brother got shoes, like, you feel me? He got eclectic tops. I got all my brothers got businesses. My sisters got businesses too. So it's really my sister-in-law's
Now
got
that is
businesses
something
too.
that's
So it's not like it's
a
not
lot of
no.
people don't know. My
You
man
gotta
got
be a
his
hustler.
own, what is it called? Baby Blue
It's
Towing and Recovery.
baby blues baby blues tow trucking and recovery.
A lot of people
That's
don't know. Like a lot of
interesting.
people, yeah, because a lot of people look at it like, oh, he just a tow truck driver. No, he owns his own tow
Yeah,
truck
niggas
company,
is good. But I don't
contracts, big deal.
people. I don't spend my personal money all day. I spend
And
my business money.
what's the third
The
quality
third
you're looking
The
for?
third quality, shorty. All right, she gotta be. All right, shorty. Real loud. Gotta keep in shape. She gotta stay pretty. Even if, like, I don't really do that makeup, all that super makeup. I ain't saying I don't do makeup. Shorty, it ain't nothing wrong with putting a little foundation on, match your undertone or whatever y'all like to do, a little eyeliner, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Whatever y'all like to do. Do y'all the base things. I don't need all that extra. You putting the lines all on your face to make your undertone match your overtone to get all the neck
The
matching. I don't need all that.
contour? You don't
Yeah,
like
I don't.
contour?
I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying something, but I just don't. I
You
don't
don't
like it.
really care for it.
You feel? I don't really care for it. I like basic junks. Like I like when I wake up in the morning. Your
Mhm.
eyebrows are really your eyebrows. Like they thick, just like they thick in real life. I need to see the real person. Ain't nothing wrong with thin eyebrows and shit. But let me know what you really look like, so I can be the judge if I really like you like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like you, but you gotta be. You
well,
gotta keep yourself. You
I understand that. I completely understand
know what I'm
because
Y'all
saying?
are, y'all are totally left field. And I'm gonna tell y'all, being a person that's been in a relationship for over 20 years now,
mhm.
none of that stuff is gonna matter.
Yeah,
None of
it
it.
ain't.
None of it.
But look,
Like, listen, there's
I'm
only three
single
things.
with no
There's
kids
really
though.
only. There's really
I could be
only.
picky right now,
You
Yeah,
said you're
right?
single with no
yeah, you
kids.
could be
I'm
picky.
single with no kids. I do
Yeah,
everything by myself.
that's what he
So it's
said.
like, so you feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can demand a lot. Hell yeah.
Mm,
Like a nigga that has himself together.
mm.
I got good
Preach,
credit. Like you feel what I'm saying? I'm out here chilling. I feel like yeah, I can demand a lot. If somebody not willing to give
preach.
it to me, I guarantee you, it's somebody that's like that. They're like, damn, look at that nigga. Oh, he a rapper
Mm.
too. Oh, you feel what I'm saying?
Preach. Rest in
And it's
peace to
What,
Kevin
what if
Samuels.
Kevin
the
said,
one
man,
that's
But
for what
that's stuff that he
what if the
talks
one for you
about.
look like Cicely Tyson?
that's not what I'm gonna
What if
get
the
because that's
one
not what
for you
I
look
asked
like
God for.
Cicely Tyson?
That's not what I asked God for.
But she looked good when she was younger.
Who Cecily Tyson?
What about if she look like Wanda Sykes? What if she look like Wanda
Wanda
Sykes?
Sykes. Nah, that ain't
Yeah,
gonna be.
she
That
looked
ain't
good when
no
she was
shorty
younger.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be with.
but
I
we
don't
talking
care.
about the
Yeah,
Cicely Tyson we all know.
nah, son, I'm not no
What if
Wanda
she got your
Sykes. Yeah,
back
Wanda Sykes.
and control your?
Cause it's somebody out here that's bad that's gonna do the same thing.
So,
I'm trying to
I
tell you.
mean,
I'm
I'm,
trying to, I didn't ask God for that. I asked God
I
for a
don't,
baddie.
I
He
don't
gonna give me
feel
a
like
baddie.
I don't, I don't feel like anyone should be obligated to stay in a relationship with someone you're not physically attracted to. And the reason I say that is because when you initially meet somebody, I think the initial spark is physical
It's the
attraction.
fine, right? You
Like
feel what I'm saying?
regardless if they are fine to death, if they just somewhat cute, it's that physical attraction. So
Right.
if you got in a relationship with
Yeah,
somebody just because you
that's why
thought
I don't ever
you
understand
you
how.
learned
Uh,
to love
uh,
them, you was working with them and you wasn't
Yeah.
attracted, but eventually you became attracted, those are the people that get cheated on because you never
I
really was attracted to that
I ain't
person in the
never
first place. So
I ain't never done that though. I've never
unless
been
they putting
done
in
like
work.
that. I've always gotten
you
into
say unless
relationship with
they putting
people
in
I'm
work.
attracted to. What you mean putting in work?
No, I'm just
What
saying.
you mean, Six?
It's a saying,
Elaborate.
like it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. Like it's a thing. It's just a thing.
Mm.
Like a lot of people look at relationships in the long run. Like the beneficial factor from it is way more than the superficial.
To
But
be honest,
is it
at this
superficial? Is it really superficial to want to be able to like whoever you decide that you want to be with, don't you want to, when you look at them, your mouth water, like you just want to jump in there
Right.
and kiss
Yeah.
them and like be all
But
over,
see, but
as opposed to just like, oh, let me get myself ready to kiss this motherfucker.
but
Like,
these
Yeah,
to be
but
honest,
yeah,
you can't
I can
even
get it.
bring
I can get it. I
yourself
get
to
it.
that. I like
My
you do
man
want to be
Ian
like
said,
that, but you
"Team no
can't be like that.
kids." What up,
You know
King
what I'm
Jason?
saying?
My man.
I don't
You
I
can't
ain't gonna.
say that again, face lover.
you can't be on no shorty like that. I'm not saying like I go for what I feel is attractive. I would never be with a person that I felt was unattractive. You feel what I'm saying? I definitely go for what I feel is attractive. But I have my level of attractive like you got different levels of attractiveness. You got baddies, then you
Mm-hmm.
got light skin attractive, and you got dark skin attractive. Then
Mm-hmm.
you got like I know Caribbeans. Then you got I don't like all Caribbeans. Like I don't really like I like some Guyanese women. You feel what I'm saying? But I like I
Hey,
like Haitian
should we
women.
do
Like
like
you
one
feel
of
what I'm
those
saying?
find that face love and love show? Should we do a face love and love show, reality show? We should
Hey,
have one of those.
hey, but
Face,
and it's
love, and
hard.
love
It's so
connection.
hard out here. It's hard out here. I
Yeah,
don't got a lot of
Mm-hmm.
time. Yeah,
look,
it's hard
face
out
love
here.
and face of love. That's how we gotta do it. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
get the. Where's Ray J? We need
Hey,
to make this
no,
happen.
please don't bring that nigga around. He gonna try to hit everything in sight. Don't
So
bring
He
that
be all
nigga
right.
around.
changes is coming up. You're looking for love. Um,
Who said I'm looking for love?
what else?
Like I
What else
ain't.
did we cover today?
Hey,
What
hey,
else did we
hey,
cover
this is gonna be.
today?
Hey, make sure we title this right. Make sure we title this right.
Hey,
Face
stop
lover
it!
looking for
Stop
love.
it! I am not. Hey, look. Let me tell y'all something. I just got out of it like
It's in the
a
name,
four.
cuz. It's in the name, cuz.
This the jump was like a 5 year relationship. Joe. I just realized I got out of it. Like it's a lot of people like it's a lot of things that's putting pressure on me right now to do a lot of things. Like and I just really want to chill and I want to get to know somebody, but at the end of the day, like let's understand. I don't care what no man tell no female, yeah. At the end of the day, like you gonna have to be giving up some draws. You have to be doing something for that man. You
Mm,
have to be. I'm not even gonna say just like having sex. You have to be doing something for that man, creating some type of peace in that man's life for him to want to talk to your ass. And it's not a lot of people that can seem to grasp my attention. So I'm not really looking. I'm not looking for love. Like if it come along, I'm cool with it. If y'all want to do a show, go ahead, do a show. I'm with it. Like you feel what I'm saying? But
Well, look,
sounds like
I'm
you're
not
I ain't
ready.
gonna.
necessarily.
I'm not gonna even hold you. We're gonna hold your segue to your. We're gonna shoot a little video with you walking on the beach and telling that cool story. But
Mm.
now Tanya Cash posted an interesting post earlier on her Instagram.
Mm, I did. But before we get into that,
I
a
mean,
lot of
we
things
definitely
that
want to talk
you
about that.
said, a lot of things that you said, just hit home, and it reminded me of someone who is no longer here with us. And last week we didn't really get a chance to touch on this. But rest in peace to Mr. Kevin Samuels.
The goat,
Mm,
Now,
the goat, gone too
yeah.
damn
what?
soon.
Oh, that's what goat means. Okay.
God
But
damn it!
What?
anyway,
I know
I
somebody killed him. I know it.
don't. I don't even want to laugh during the segment because I'm a black woman and I don't want everybody to be like, you're a bitter wall crasher and da da da. That's why you got
A
kids and
wall
no baby.
crasher.
Yes, they be going in on me in the comments. But
Wow.
anyway,
You need
I
to bring me
wanted
in
to.
on some of them jokes. You need to
I
bring me
need
in
to.
on some of them. I love it.
I definitely want
Woo.
to touch on this whole Kevin Samuels situation. And no, it's not right to celebrate the death of anyone. I've
That was
seen
some
a lot of
bullshit,
people
y'all.
get upset because they feel like black women are celebrating this man's death, but I don't ultimately think they're celebrating his death. I think they're celebrating the death of his content. Um, I've seen some
Well, that's not
comparisons.
gonna happen.
I've seen some comparisons of Kevin Samuels to Maury and to Jerry Springer, and they said, "Well, these men, downright degraded and exploited black women, and y'all don't say anything. But you get a little bit of Kevin Samuels, and you're upset." And what I wanted to say to that is the difference between Kevin Samuels, Maury and Jerry Springer is Kevin Samuels is a, I guess, what, a coach, an inspirational speaker. He said that his purpose was to help people, whereas Maury and Jerry Springer was just in it for just the entertainment. Now, what you said, Six, is very important to me because I feel like there was foul play. Now, Hortensia, I forgot what her name is. She's suing people that's alleging that she killed Kevin Samuels. But in my mind, I feel like there's something fishy going on. The first time
Hey,
we hear
maybe
about
she
Kevin
did it. Maybe she
Samuels,
did it.
the first time we hear about Kevin Samuels with a woman, he dies? How ironic. I mean,
Obviously having too much sex. Come on.
I mean, I, now a lot of people are just chucking it up to the Red Bull situation. I haven't seen much of an investigation into his death. That
There
raises
ain't gonna be
questions
one. He
for me
black.
on the inside.
Hmm. I ain't gonna
I
hold
mean,
y'all, yeah.
let's be
Let me tell
serious
you. Let me
here.
tell you.
No,
Let me tell
really,
you.
I
Let me
really
tell
think
you why they
something
really
happened
hated
to him.
Kevin Samuels, man. Of course, but let me tell you why they really hated Kevin Samuels, man.
And when you
Because
say they,
the
who are you talking about?
like the black women that were really mad about the shit, right? And comparing him to asking why he's comparing him to Jerry Springer and all this other stuff. Because see, the reason why he ain't gonna be compared to them is because they were like white. Hello,
No, they
I
weren't
mean,
dating coaches. They weren't. See, the thing
it
is,
doesn't
when you
matter.
put
They were
on,
white
if you
on
go out here,
TV.
if you go out here and you say, I'm trying to save the homeless, feed the homeless, I want to help homelessness and all this other stuff. But then on the other end, you're actually not really doing what you
But
say you're doing.
but listen, that is never what Mr. Samuels ever said.
He
And
said he was
rest
a
in peace
dating
to that
coach,
great brother.
an
No,
image
he was.
consultant. He was trying to
Yeah,
help
yeah,
people. He was getting people
yeah,
married. Yet no
yeah.
one's speaking up now, but
Listen, at the end of the day, this is bigger than this. On this platform right here, on this platform, my platform is about sharing the music business and sharing what's going on in the music and some behind the scenes music business stuff behind it, right? Now, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna. If someone calls on my show and asks me something that we talk about all the time, now I'm gonna be giving them the 411 of what they ask me.
mhm.
But a lot of the clips that was used for promotion were not those clips of his sessions because that's private. They were a lot of people challenging what he was teaching and how he was teaching it. So I don't understand if someone gets on my platform and say to me, "Yo, Six, you lunching? If you gotta, I don't have to be with ASCAP or BMI to get money for my performances. I can just wait and get paid up front, and that'll be good." And I'm gonna look at them and be like, "This, what are you talking about? That is ignorant. If you're trying to argue with me something that I'm giving you, not, I'm on this platform giving you something that I spent all week researching, right? How to
Mhm.
get this, how to be this. If an artist is on this platform and he says to me, "Yo, Six, I'm not getting paid for my shows," and I tell him how to get paid for his shows, and he starts getting paid for his shows, any artist that gets on here challenging me or anybody that challenges me on that, I'm going to make him pull out them or her pull out those credentials. And if you're
Ne-
telling me, if you're, and listen, I gotta tell you one thing for real. I hate when people argue stuff based off like this. Well, I feel. I hate that. I hate it with a
But
passion.
what do you people are entitled to their feelings, and I think a lot of people just misunderstood Mr. Kevin Samuels. The only issue I have with him, and that is he has encouraged men to be disrespectful to women. Now, I understand that rap music is out here and men been disrespecting women from the beginning of time. However, I'm not really a controversial person. So when I get out here and I go on YouTube and I comment, the sky is gray, and there's men coming at me like, oh, that's why you're going to be a single mother and you need to die. Like, I don't deserve all of that for saying the
Nah, but
sky
that's,
is gray.
but
I have
see,
been
that's,
get no wait, Six. I have been being attacked on YouTube. I've been being disrespected in public by just for no reason, just because I'm a black woman. And that's why I have my grievances with Kevin Samuels. Before him, men disrespect you if you disrespect them. But a guy could say, "Hi, how you doing?" You like, "Oh, I'm fine, but I'm in a rush right now." Oh, bitch, that's why you're gonna die single mother, and nobody's
You
gonna want
see,
you.
them men
And
already didn't have respect.
but you know what? A lot
It
of
just
this
gave
is
it
being
gave them an
encouraged because
excuse
you
to.
think you better than me. No, you're not. Like all of that
But
came from this Kevin Samuels era, and that's
no,
just
that
where
saying been going on for
no,
years.
it has
No, that's
been. But
not
I'm
saying.
telling you my personal experience. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, in the
I
past
feel.
2 years,
Listen,
online,
look.
on the internet, like every time I make a comment, it's like, "Oh, he warned us about women like you, and you're
Oh,
gonna
so
That's
die
what
a
I say.
single
That's
they
my
mother."
refer
saying.
to Kevin
Hey,
Samuels.
hey, hey, listen.
And
That's my
I'm
saying, y'all.
like,
That's my
what
saying.
did all
It,
I said was the grass is green. Why I gotta die a single mother? I don't even have kids. Like, what are y'all like? How
nah,
you know
don't
what I'm saying?
start
Like
that.
they
Don't start that. We have to protect the black woman. Don't start that
no,
here.
I'm
Listen,
dead
listen,
serious, guys. Like this is
listen,
what I go
Tanya.
through.
No, listen, Tanya. I am so upset that you are having those experiences. However, do not put that on my man Kevin
It
Samuels.
is
Kevin
his
Queen
fault.
Latifah
Samuels.
wrote a song. Queen
It's his
Latifah wrote a
fault.
song and did a music video in the 80s. In the 80s, where she's walking down the street. The
Who you
guy says,
calling him a
"Hey
bitch?
ma, how you doing today?" She walks past him. He says, "You bitch. Who you calling a bitch? You and I see why." That has been going on for a very long time. Men have
It
been
has.
disrespecting women
But
that
ever
have dissed
since
them
she
on the street
checked
for a
him,
long.
ever since she
No,
checked that
Kevin.
guy in the video, it's calmed down until the
She said,
emergence of
"Calm down."
KS. The emergence of
No,
all I'm saying, and I'm being dead serious, guys. Like I ain't even gonna lie. In the past year or two, like just me getting on the internet and saying anything, I'm being attacked simply because I'm a black woman. I don't even have to say anything personally towards these guys. It's just, oh, he warned us about women like you, and you're never gonna be, you're gonna die with a dog. And like, just you don't even know my personal situation. You don't know anything about me, but because my avatar is a black woman, you're personally attacking me based on the confidence that you've obtained from Kevin Samuels. And that's my only grievance with him. So yes, rest in peace to his toxicity. As far as
Damn.
as far as these men being
no,
disrespectful, a lot of the things that he said were true. I agree with a lot of the things that he said were true. We do overvalue ourselves in general. Other than that, all that disrespect, I hope it goes away with, I'm not going to say the rest, but rest
yeah,
in
no.
peace.
Listen, that listen. Let's just be straight clear here, right? That
Hmm.
narrative of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock on stage, right, is
Hmm.
exactly what the whole world wanted to do to someone like Kevin Samuels. But you just simply can't go around doing that because at the end of the day, honesty and a bit of whatever is always going to be taken to the extreme. I don't think anything Kevin Samuels said was out of line. And like I said, I feel like this. Let me give a simpler
Even the
analogy.
part
No,
about
let me.
kids saying that they were touched, and he said, "Oh, never believe your kids if they tell you they were molested," or
I mean,
even that.
listen. I gotta hear that. I gotta hear that. But what I am saying is, when you're challenging facts with feelings, I mean, someone can't tell me they feel like it's better to drive on the left side of the road in oncoming traffic because they just feel like it, or they
Mhm.
feel it should be that way. No, sir. You drive on the right side of the road where you're driving with the flow of traffic. You don't get to do what you feel in certain things. If I ask somebody, or if you ask somebody how to do something, this is all I'm saying. If you ask somebody how to do something, everything is right there on Google, which Kevin Samuels stated, and I stated all the time. All the time. It's right there on Google. And if you come on a platform to argue something that is a fact or that is backed by statistics and data, then you are only in the world to be toxic and you should be met with toxicity. Because guess what? To all the people that I go on every day on Old Book, y'all are just like those people who jumps on Kevin Samuels' platform, hit that little button for him to bring you up because you don't have to accept that button or hit that button. You can just watch and listen like
Yep.
everybody else. But when you
Yep.
hit it and get up there and say, yeah, you looked up on Google on blacksearch.com, but that's just not how I feel. I mean, did you look that up in black people that are short under 5'5", 185 pounds? What did you look that up for people that live on 14th Street? Because if you did it, that don't apply to me, and I should have it this way. I should have it way better. I'm like, well,
Okay,
you know what?
I
What's up,
definitely
Smo? If
understand.
that's how you feel, if that's how you feel, sir or ma'am, that then continue doing things your way,
Your
but
way.
don't
And
try
it's
to
getting the
get on
results
this
you getting.
platform where you
And
see
tell me different.
thousands and thousands of people looking and spew your dumbness. You're not going to come on this platform and tell me the sky is falling. The sky is falling, and we're all going to go up there and look up. But let me tell y'all what's going to be the worst part about Kevin Samuels being gone and how you women and how you other men jumped on board to celebrate and be disgusted in public for the world to see. You have now made it easy for them to make someone not only new, but way worse, 10 times worse. Put it on some
No.
type of publication network, and he's going to be white. And
There's
y'all know what y'all going to
already,
like. No
but
one's going to say
Tom,
nothing. No one's going to say
what is
nothing.
his name? Tom, his name is Tom Halasi or something. There's already a white guy. Kevin Samuels is an imitation of Tommy Sotomayor. And I think his name is something Halasi, the guy
Uh,
that Fresh and Fit always quotes.
uh.
Um, so y'all, whoever watches Fresh and Fit, they'll
He's
know who
for
I'm
the
talking about.
people.
But
Kevin
listen,
Samuel was
but
for the people,
no, no,
y'all.
no. Listen,
He was
what
for the
happened?
people, y'all.
What I feel happened with Kevin Samuels is Tommy Sotomayor already been up there. All Kevin Samuels did was take Tommy's words. He spit them right. He regurgitated them right back out in a nicer way with a suit. Like it's nothing new. The
Well,
only
well,
thing I
okay,
don't think that
okay.
it's
But
going
then
to
stop. Y'all like
evolve.
Luther Vandross. Y'all like Luther Vandross. Y'all like Luther
What about
Vandross.
him?
He was a big karaoke singer. So there, I said it.
Ain't none of them songs was his hits.
I mean, it is what it is.
They
Let's
were
just get back
all
to
they were all
this
taken from
funny
white people.
business. Can we get back to this funny business with Kevin Samuels?
Oh, listen, I
Lastly,
ain't saying that girl
before I
killed him.
go,
I ain't saying that girl killed him, but they definitely sent her up to the bar while they slipped something.
something
Especially
Something
happened.
funny.
Something
I
happened, you
watch too
guys,
much stuff.
because
I watch too much TV shows to think nothing happened on this.
something had to happen. It's just too ironic. And I didn't celebrate
I
his
want to
death.
look for needle wounds.
The only thing I said was women we're winning, but I didn't really celebrate his death. I
Did
I
you say
feel
that? Did you say that? Did you say that?
I feel bad that
Oh
he's
no!
gone.
Oh
oh
no!
Lord.
I was shocked.
Uh,
He died the day before my birthday, so I found out Thursday. I found out Thursday. Thursday. Y'all making me laugh, and I don't want to laugh about the situation. I found out
Jesus
Thursday
Christ.
night, and when I
why
found out,
not? Just join the rest of America's women that laugh. Just join
I
the
was
rest of
shocked.
America's women.
No, y'all not gonna label me as a bitter black woman. Um, so I was shocked, and I was shocked because it was
I'm sorry,
at
Tanya.
least
But in case you didn't get the memo, based on how you're receiving your reactions when you're on YouTube, you already labeled you're already labeled a bit of black woman that's gonna die with a
exactly,
dog.
but
Oh God.
but no, it shocked me, you guys. Like when I say it shocked me, it was like kind of like I'm a huge fan of Young Dolph. Like when I found out Young
Yeah,
Dolph
yeah.
died, like I was driving, almost crashed. When I found out Kevin Samuels died, like I just all weekend, like I just kept going back to the news to see if it was real. He just died
Me too.
so
Me too.
suddenly, and that's what makes me feel like it was fishy. One,
Yeah,
the
especially
lady's
weeks
a
before they
nurse,
was doing the whole campaign. They was doing
a
the whole
nurse.
campaign. It's Kevin Samuels canceled.
You just so happen to be sleeping with the nurse the night before you wake up and she's performing CPR. Now, no one would look at that as any type of fishy situation, but I hope they open an investigation into his death. And I hope it's just not me looking for someone to blame for taking Kevin Samuels away from us.
Now someone got
But
to pay, damn it.
I feel like there needs to be an investigation. Like something happened. Something happened there. Like I don't just want them, and they're just glossing over it like he doesn't even matter. You know, not too many
I'm trying
people
to tell y'all,
care.
y'all lucky I don't own a suit. Y'all lucky I don't own a suit, cause I'd be doing this show in a suit today with my chains
Man,
on and whatnot.
shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. He is the original goat of this woman bashing movement. So I
Uh,
just feel like if you guys miss Kevin Samuels, just go head over to Tommy's
Wow.
page. He's a real G though. He's not a simp. He's not like,
y'all, hey,
he's not
listen, y'all.
zesty like Kevin
I,
Samuels. He's not zesty at all. So if you want some like real
That's on
man
some
alpha
all right.
zesty.
male type of
Wow.
macho
Well, boss,
Musmo,
well, boss,
Wow.
go ahead over
well,
to Tommy
boss, if you
Sotomayor.
suspend me
And
after,
Tommy, you better shout me out for this.
hopefully, boss, I don't get suspended after this. But rest in heaven, Kevin Samuels, you are the goat, truly one of a
Did you say
kind,
rest? You
and you
said
will,
rest in a
you will
7-Eleven.
be missed. All right, all right. Now, we had something else definitely on the docket today.
Hold on, rest in peace to Lil.
Next week,
Before we rest in peace to Lil Keed too. Young Thug's artist.
What happened to Lil Keed?
They said it was like
what's happening?
liver. They said it was like liver damage or something.
Oh, that boy
All
coming
that
out lean.
that's what a lot of people are saying. Y'all know that YSL just got all these indictments against them, and I just, it caught my attention because my cousin's a huge fan of him. Saying bumped into him in a club in Atlanta. So yeah, rest in. It just seems like everybody's dying.
Man, shoot, I'm just gonna stay living and do my best thing, young.
Stay
And like
resting
I want to
inside,
change
man.
up my image because I don't want people acting trifling like that online. I got to do better. Now, I will tell y'all one thing. Um,
The
that young
docket.
thugger situation, that was a little trick. That was a little crazy. Your boy Casanova played guilty. There's a lot of there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the industry right now. I don't want to say no. I don't want to say Illuminati, but what I do want to say is they looking a little familiar. But
Um,
hey, the music is growing.
yeah. Your rap lyrics are definitely on trial, you guys. So don't say nothing that you don't want used against you in the court of law because obviously that's what's going on right now. And it's really, really, really crazy. I'm glad you guys, don't really rap about too much slatting. So you guys will be around much longer. But yeah, it's sad.
Keep singing and rapping.
Mm.
Keep singing and rapping.
Now,
Success is first.
there goes my dog. Oh, we lost him.
Yeah. Oh my God, get
So
that
he'll be right
replay.
back. I think when he comes back, he wants us to talk about the ways that artists, the easiest ways artists become broke. Also, there was something else we was going to touch on, just bad habits that artists have and ways that you could turn those habits into non-habits. Go ahead, Six. I thought you wanted to talk about the ways artists become broke or
Now,
something
what's
like that.
crazy is, yeah, like honestly, what you were saying about artists' bad habits and stuff like that, and how they can turn them into good
Mhm.
habits.
Yeah.
Like, what's crazy is, the other day, the wife said something to me very interesting. She said your habits are costing almost a couple of $100s a day, and I was thinking to myself, habits. What
Mhm.
words we use, it's always interesting how people perceive them, right? Because
Mhm.
habits to some people are not what some people perceive as habits. What about needs? what are some of these habits that keep artists? What are some of these habits that you would mention that you would say are habits? And could they be challenged as needs to actually
Can they become
Wow.
needs to actually something?
What
So
is a necessity though?
bad habits, procrastination, drugs. Um, what's another one? No discipline.
Hmm.
What else?
You heard me?
Drugs.
Yeah, no discipline, yeah.
Drugs, procrastination,
Hmm. Drugs.
overspend, overspending,
Mhm.
just to name a
Overspending, I
few.
agree with.
Hmm. And
Overspending,
that's
overspending,
just
I
to name a
definitely
few.
agree with. Discipline, I agree with. Depending on the artist, I can't agree with drugs.
What?
Um,
Hold on,
I
wait.
can't agree with
What you
drugs.
say? You say you can
I,
or
c-
you cannot?
I can't agree with drugs.
You can, like yes.
I think that
No,
artists need
he
drugs.
can't.
I know what he's saying. I just giving him a hard time.
I think like a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, right? The
Mm,
overspending is why the drugs look like a problem. The lack of knowledge is also why the drugs look like a problem, right? The
mm-hmm.
thing about it is people are not making the right decisions because the drugs are beating them and they're not beating the drugs. Let me tell you what
Wait,
my best friend
wait,
said to me when I
wait.
first started writing, right? I
You
first
say
started,
that again?
listen, I'm trying to tell you the drugs are needed. They are needed.
See, YouTube ain't trying to hear that bullshit. YouTube, like you not about to be promoting drugs on here. The drugs ain't needed. It's just a mind thing. It's all a mind thing. Y'all need to kick them drugs, especially them
I make
pills.
better music
Now,
when I'm
listen.
high.
Now, listen, let me tell you. People need to learn how to beat the drugs and not let the drugs beat them. I see a lot of artists
So
go
do
to the
the drug,
studio,
don't let the
hitting
drug do you.
J's, and then be sitting there. Yeah, it's simple. I mean, listen, and Chance the Rapper is a prime example. He made Acid Rain, right, or Acid Rap, right? Everyone started saying, "Oh, you're the greatest rapper ever. You're the best to ever do it." And he comes out and say, "I did the whole record on acid, and I don't ever want to do that again." Now he's dropping records, and they're like, "Yo, this is trash, bro. What the hell are you doing? What did we give money to, bro?
The
Go
drug.
pick up some acid. You made a classic record. Go give a classic record."
Mhm.
Hey,
No
yeah.
one
Oh no.
listen. Now people are handling you, so now you should be able to be in a position. Listen, y'all don't let Juice World scare y'all. Juice World was being an idiot. Juice World was not doing the wrong things of how he was living. He was moving the wrong way. I mean, you're a superstar, Juice World. They supposed to have records for you when you get off the plane. Hello. He
Mhm.
had it on the plane and was nicked up scared tough.
Damn.
What the
They
hell
don't want to
happens
hit. They don't
there?
want to. YouTube don't want to hear that shit.
No, his phone gotta be down or something. Six, your phone okay? Is your phone dying?
Nah, you know down here in the south. Nah, down here in South Atlanta, it's
Is
a
it
little
rain?
bit of wind breeze. Yes, a little bit of storm
It's
coming. My
raining
internet
over
service gets terrible. Yeah, we got a storm coming. We got a storm coming. But
here. Okay.
nevertheless, then I'm trying out this new little machine. I'm just like, yeah. And it's like my house has got this storm coming, and it's got. I live in the real suburbs of Atlanta. Y'all gotta know. But look at that Juice WRLD situation. The way you got 9 people on the plane, 9 pills. Give everybody one, Juice World. Don't take them all yourself. They all pill poppers. You
Mm.
know, that was just a weird situation. But everybody is letting this stuff get in them on there. Look at this nigga. Look at Jay Money with his jokes. He got the wide, no
But
five.
no
That
fire.
joke was 2017, Jay Money. That was 2017 joke. Fix your Wi-Fi. Fix your Wi-Fi. Yes, sir. But
Y'all
what I
know
will tell
silly.
y'all, what I will, what was that other number on there? What was that first thing you said before discipline?
Hold on 1 second. It was procrastination. So it was procrastination, drugs, overspending, and toxic relationships.
Oh, now listen. Honestly, a toxic relationship is either good or bad in the music in the business of music.
Mhm.
It de- but the procrastination is the biggest problem on that list. You know that
Mhm.
because a lot of artists let me hear records. I had an artist while we was doing this listening session for Face. He only wanted a few artists that he really knew as friends to perform, right?
Mhm.
So it was that list wasn't even tough to figure out. But
Mhm.
when one of the artists sent me their music, I was like, "Yo, bro, why isn't this stuff in rotation? Why you not got
Mhm.
this stuff out? Like, what's the feel?" You know, he's like, I just haven't. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know what I should do. I don't know. I'm like, dang. I mean, like, I know at least maybe 100 people that would endorse that record. That record, you
Mhm.
know, just alone. So I'm not sitting up there just like I could probably post it and everybody in my on my follower would like it. It's good
Mhm.
music, and I hear a lot of artists that say I don't know. I got an artist right now that's under me, right, and he keeps sending me music and he keeps asking me to hear it and listen to it, and I'm like, I'll listen to it when it's out.
Mhm.
I don't. I'm not the previewing music type, right? I don't even
Right.
like to hear. I don't even like when artists send me their music or stuff they're working on. And I gotta tell y'all, like I'm always working on an album or working on collabs or something like that. So like the minute that artists send me something, I'm automatically thinking of how to make the song better.
Mm.
So I really want to hear the final product and know that it's a song that's out so that I can make an assessment, right?
Mhm.
And I dang sure gotten to the point in my life where I don't like telling you what's gonna make your song better, right?
Why not?
It's like, well, I mean, you should know that. It's like this. Some things you just know that you have and you don't have. I mean,
Mhm.
you remember when we first started doing radio, and when we first started the Boss Biz radio show, and you
Mhm.
had all the competition that started popping up to compete against you.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you would, I would sometimes jump onto their live feed and they'd be like this the whole time on their live feed.
Oh no. That's a bad trait of mine that I'm not nosy enough.
Now, like that's a good trait of mine
I'm
because
not
it keeps
nosy
me one
enough.
step
That's
ahead. Like
yeah.
I know what everyone is doing, and it's like this. It's crazy because there was there there was there are people that believe that I share my knowledge or share what I find out about stuff, or share things, right? And a lot of people gotta
Mhm.
understand this. Everything that I see is for me, right?
Mhm.
Face Lover did that song "Can't Trust the Soul," and it's funny that he left out, but he did that song "Can't Trust the Soul" because righteously I found out some stuff and I chose not to tell him about it. A lot of
Hold
people
on.
would
You
ask, "Well,
said you found out some stuff and you decided not to tell him about it.
yeah," and when
Okay.
he found
Mhm.
out later, I told him I had already known. I'm not the type of person to be like, you know. I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I knew, but I wasn't
Mhm.
gonna tell you that because you need to stay focused.
Mm.
That learn.
Oh
I played
shit, it's
quarterback
level
and
right here.
point,
I'm sorry, face. I ain't
and
you right there.
so
I'm all. Mhm.
yeah, so I played quarterback, point guard, and pitcher, right? And I always know to study everything. I
Mhm.
watch any artist that's dropping a song. I watch any artist that's dropping a video. Every artist that I have worked with, I have learned their style and how to adapt in the studio. Ask Face. Like in the studio, it's literally with me cerebral learning what you about to do, how you about to attack this, and we going in.
Yeah,
You know?
you gotta
And
kind of like
sometimes
be
you
an elder
learn
with this.
who and what can really go in like a battle with you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So when I was watching all the competition and stuff like that, I was like, dang, like, okay. Now everybody was competition because we all
Mhm.
had a chance to play ball and be a team. Everybody had a chance to be a part of Boss Biz Radio and or whatever radio station could have been, right? Everybody had a
Mhm.
chance to be a part of Sixxcess and or what Sixxcess was doing.
Right.
Now it's a full blown machine. You know how many people in my DM like, yo, we need to really link up. We need to really meet up. Like, let's really do something. Check out this record. Tell me what you think. And I'm like,
Mhm.
my thoughts was nothing. It wasn't valued at all, right? It didn't mean
Mhm.
anything if I heard your record or not. It was out. What's changed, right? And a lot of people say that, oh, these artists get brand new when they get on, whatever this word on means. We talked about this last week. Facade word, you know, that's simply how it goes. It's like if I walk into a job and I start off as the stock dude, I may be making about $10 an hour. I move up eventually and go to what we call a cashier or whatever, or whatever, you know. I make a little bit more, but when I get that store management position, I'm
Mhm.
making a little bit more.
Mhm.
The scale of music is all the same. I mean, the owners make more money than the managers. The managers make more money than the employees. And the
Mhm.
guy that cleans the store, we don't even know how much he makes. He just comes in when the store closed.
Mhm.
So it's like, let's just be real blunt about things. A lot of artists say that the artist changes up when they get on. No, when you're really at work, you be locked in. I mean, could you
Mhm.
imagine if you was at work on a regular job and I was like, hey, yo, listen to this new record, bro. I'm about to drop it. I mean, like, you're like, bro, I'm trying to make sure this customer is straight. This is Home
Mhm.
Depot. You want to buy a fucking screwdriver, bro? No, bro.
Right.
I'm supposed to take 3 minutes and listen to this new record, bro. Well, that's theoretically how it is when you hit me in my DM and be like, yo, bro, we got a link. Yo, bro, you're asking me to take off work, stop
Mhm.
working for 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it takes to hear something. Now, honestly, I tell every artist, if you're close enough to get into my DMs, just send me a link, bro. Like,
Mhm.
send me a link of something on Spotify or Apple Music. Damn it, YouTube, right? I don't want to see some MP3 come to my inbox on my phone unless I
Mhm.
asked you for it. If I don't ask you for a record, it is not going to get heard. And promoting in my page, promoting through me doesn't even work because I only promote what I like. And I want y'all
Mhm.
to understand what I said there. I didn't say what pays me because I don't care about pay. This is music. I love music. I promote what I like. I don't care if an artist. I've had artists pay me to promote a record or a track list of records and be like, yeah, make this the single. And I have said, listen, bro, this should be your single. This one should be your single. I've done
Mm-hmm.
that. But I mean, you're already paying me to market a project. You might as well be paying me to market the best song on that said project. I'm just going
Yeah.
to do my job a lot of the times, but at the end of the day, let's just be real here, people. Y'all looking at all of this stuff and y'all are like, oh, this, that, opportunity knocking. But see, opportunity, like I've been telling everybody for years, opportunity didn't come because, like, for one, I was willing to take risks. The procrastination was the phases of planning and processing and saying, oh, I got to get this together. When I get this together, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when I get this together, I'm definitely going to do that. Nah, my people. A lot of you artists ask yourselves, why can't I get started? Well, did you put up that first $100 yet? I mean, you can't even go to college without getting some type of funding.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get to your first job interview without some type of funding.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get that little stupid suit you get, the little monkey, the interview suit that you get. You got to get that. Lord knows how much that may cost. You gotta pay your man's gas money or put gas in your own car. Lord knows how much that costs to get to that interview. But yet, you won't put up your own $100 to be your own company. You won't put up your own $300 to be your own company. You won't put up your own $500 to be your own company.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, I realize why I gave it in that scale because that's just what it costs. It's $50 to be an ASCAP writer, $100 if you want to be an ASCAP writer and publisher. Then you're talking about another $100 to get your publishing administration, whatever your distribution service chooses to be. If you plan like on a little kid level where it's just you and you only thinking about yourself, a lot of y'all artists, I can tell when you get that 1999 package, and it's cool because you're just trying to get your content out there. But eventually, once you start getting your content out there, if you promote it well, you'll make yourself your nice $35. Don't take that first $35 you get it by your damn self a KD. Upgrade your membership to the
Yeah.
$35 one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go out there and you buy yourself a KD, you better make sure it's something that you couldn't pass up and that you can wait for another month for. But
Mm-hmm.
you should be hitting that KD and on the grind and getting ready to make another $35, or next time $65. Not hitting that KD and freaking telling your friends that 2 years later you dropped a single. I mean, newsflash, no one cares about your first single.
Now let me ask you something. What are, let's say, 3 to 5 beginner mistakes that you think artists make initially, or what are 3 mistakes that you think a beginner artist makes?
Okay, let me tell you the first mistake that a beginning artist makes, and this is the one biggest mistake that I think really hinders a lot of their time. Not knowing who they are and not being confident in what they want their sound to be. And not really perfecting their sound, right? That
Mm-hmm.
is one of the biggest mistakes. The second mistake that they make is constantly bouncing and bouncing their what their content is and what their message is to try to fit in and control the narrative. Now we're not even going to talk about, like, I'm not going to talk about none of the business side of anything right now when I'm talking about the first 3 mistakes that artists make, because the business side is about 90% of it, but y'all don't even have past, a lot of y'all are not past the 10% to even start focusing on that 90%. Because
Mm-hmm.
the third biggest mistake that a lot of you artists make, y'all don't believe in yourselves enough to push your brand, and you always expecting someone to stumble across it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't talk about yourselves enough. I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I follow a lot of artists. I know what you eat for breakfast. I know where you went last weekend. I know who you took on your family trip. I know who all was on the girls' weekend. But I don't know when your next record is coming.
Mhm.
I mean, I have no idea that you even just dropped one.
Yeah.
And I'm your friend.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have. I'm like, bro, I saw your post last week, cuz. I saw that post you did every day. I know you see me liking all your posts, man. Yeah, I see you liking all my posts, bro. You stay on my page. I definitely do. When the new project drop, I just dropped something like last weekend.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
I ain't really tell nobody. I just put it out, see what happens. Oh, what's your rap name? What? Did you change it?
Mhm.
Is it spelled differently? Because I follow you on Spotify. I'm one of your 3 monthly listeners. Don't be
Mhm.
rude to me. You know? Don't be rude to me. I tell a lot of artists every day, if you don't believe in yourselves, what makes me want to believe in it?
Yeah.
And honestly, like a lot of artists don't have goals anymore, yeah?
That's
That's the
the
most.
number one mistake on this list that I'm getting ready to share with you right now. You hit a few of them on the nose, but there's so many mistakes that beginner artists can make, and that one that you just said, no goals. Number
Yeah.
one mistake on this list is no plan.
Word. Let me hear this
Having
list.
no
I haven't
plan.
seen this list, y'all. I haven't seen this list, but
So there's 13 common beginner mistakes that people make as an artist.
okay.
Number one, of course, is no plan. Two is
Mm-hmm.
spending too much money on gear. Number three is expecting fast results. Number four,
Mm-hmm.
copying others. Number five is not passionate enough about your craft. Like you were saying, you're not talking enough about yourself. You're not promoting yourself enough. So
Yeah.
that was one of the things. Chasing trends. Today you're
Mm.
doing this. Tomorrow you're doing what's hot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you want to sculpt yourself to fit moving trends, but not just hopping, playing hopscotch from this to this to that to
Lord.
that. Um, Number seven, going at it all alone. Now, this is my biggest mistake.
Yep.
But I'm not an artist, but always
I
thinking
tell you
that you
this
can
all the
take
time.
on everything by yourself. You
Yep.
cannot.
And I tell you that all the time. I say you're not alone, boss.
I
Delegate,
know.
delegate, delegate.
I've always had that issue.
I said that
um,
to every artist that I work with. I say, listen, having me on your side is going
mhm,
to work a lot for you. And a lot of artists, y'all need to understand, anytime an artist is managing you, that 10% of business is for him.
mhm,
You know? But
mhm,
90% of it is because that artist really fucks with you. Because it takes a
mhm.
lot of time and a lot from that artist to brand and get you on board and up to par and bring you up to where they're trying to their vision of their own brand.
Right. Number eight, taking it too seriously.
Oh
Now,
boy.
that one I I feel like is when you're harping instead of just dropping the music, you're harping on, is this right? Is this sound gonna sound, is this person gonna like this? That, like, just get on with it. Like,
No, but like
just
you know
do what
what?
you gotta do, make moves and keep it moving.
No, look, so Tanya, that one right there is deeper than that. It's the artist that can't take criticism, the artists that can't say, "Hey, I don't like that record," and then they like, "Fuck it, I'm done. I don't have any records. Nobody liked it."
Mm,
Those are the ones that you say, "Oh, that's a bad song. You ain't got no record. You can't do it.
mm,
Like those are the artists when you can't get out your feelings because this
mm,
game is one cutthroat industry. You can walk up to a person and you like this record so hard and you like, oh, why that junk playing? You giving them everything, and they're like,
mm.
it's all right, but the compression some shit. And,
Like, oh, you don't like it? You don't like
no,
it? You
no, I
ain't
don't like it.
doing nothing
Yeah,
either.
yeah. And let me tell you something. I walked into a record label meeting and I walked in there like I was a shit. And they was like, yeah, you should do this, you should do that. And I walked out like, this why y'all brought me here. Yeah, I'm the reason this, that. And like, hey, like you get looked at like an ass because you too personal, you too serious. Go
Mm,
ahead.
number 9, forgetting to enjoy the process. I think this means that sometimes when you're doing something and you're passionate about it and you really want it to work, you stop having fun with it because you're actually doing number 8, which is taking it too seriously.
And
Um,
they're doing that other number, taking it all by themselves.
yeah, that's true. Number 10, thinking busy is productive.
Mm,
So you can be busy and not really getting nothing done. I think that's basically what that's saying. There's a difference, but they also can be the same. You can be busy and productive, but I think those are two standalone. I want to say action words.
yeah.
So, number 11, waiting for the perfect thing. What are you waiting for?
Mm,
Get a move on it, artist. What are you
well,
waiting for? Not starting today. Tomorrow's not promised. That we know. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
mm,
Um, so get started as soon as you can. Don't wait for tomorrow.
yep.
And I think that was the last one. And oh, the last one, not following Boss Biz Radio. Because we're constantly dropping gems on artist development and artist management. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe right now
Yeah.
at the bottom, please.
Now that list
Yes.
was so amazing. I had never seen that list before today. But if you read that list upside down, it's exactly how I talk to artists all the
Mhm.
time. Start today. What are you being patient for? It's not going to be perfect. Who's ever seen perfect? You have no reason to wait. You can't do it by yourself. And if you ain't got no goals, and let me tell y'all one thing, right? Having a plan is one thing. But walking into a lot of you artists I hear now saying I don't want to deal and I don't give a damn about a Grammy and I don't give a damn about no awards and stuff like that. Y'all are really tripping. Y'all like those kids that go to school because your parents make you go to school, but like you don't apply yourself, so school isn't cool. You don't get to do any of the school sports. You don't even go to pep rallies. Y'all are those kids in school. All those kids is just there talking about, oh, I don't care about awards and I don't care about trophies. Well, people, don't be mad when you're losing to the people that do care. Now, I definitely like this show today, you know,
Yeah.
because I was like, I really wanted to go into a lot of different things. But I want to start off with this one.
You wanted to go into a lot.
I hate for NBA YoungBoy. Why do old heads, old retired rappers hate NBA YoungBoy so much? I am going to be diving all week on Facebook to ask every old head I know why they hate him and why all the retired rappers can't stand him. I think I know, but I
Mhm.
want to be sure before I go. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that is definitely on my
We
list
def
to do.
we definitely had a lot to cover. I feel like this show was very informative, you guys. I'll be posting that list on my stories and I'll be posting on the page tomorrow in case you guys want to get a glimpse of that.
Yep,
Um definitely have fun with Face Lover up here, you guys. Just stay tuned. Keep your eye out for this Changes album
yep.
or project that's coming up.
And hopefully his chick that he builds will be perfect and great.
Mhm.
And of course y'all already know I'm just gonna keep on doing me, doing my job, you know. I got a new project dropping real soon, y'all. I got a new single
Mhm.
dropping. I'm gonna drop it exclusively on my website. Now, all
Okay.
of y'all know my website is Sixxcess.com,
.com.
and I'm gonna drop that exclusively on my website. So if you go over to my website right now, hit the subscribe button, join the mailing list. You're gonna get that exclusive record for free. Everybody that
Mhm.
joins it, they're gonna get that exclusive record for free. Now, everybody else that's not a part of my mailing list and membership, you guys can get that record when it drops in all stores. But I do have a new single coming. Now,
Mhm.
what do you got working on? What you got coming up? Anything special, unique?
Nothing too major. Just basically got back, you guys. So I'm still trying to get things in order. I hope I don't have C-19. I'm gonna go get my COVID test next
That's
week.
it's not.
I mean, I got back from Houston. I've been, a little under the weather ever since. So I just need to make sure that I'm protecting myself as well as protecting others. So you guys are kind of been in isolation. However, you guys just keep up. I'm about to update that Spotify. Our Spotify, we need to definitely put some more shows up on there. So make sure you guys, if you guys ain't subscribed or following Boss Biz Radio on Spotify, make sure that you do so. Also, um, music has been updated, but I need more music, so I'll be dropping a list this week. 10 songs on the radar. I need you guys to vote. Let me know which songs we should put on our playlist on Boss Biz Radio on Live 365. Like I said, there's 10 songs I'm looking out for this week. I'll be posting them on the page. You guys, I need your votes. Just let me know which songs you like the most. Put your fire emojis up there if you like it, the trash emojis if you don't. Um, the
Whoa,
top three
Basuma.
songs, the top 3 songs will definitely go on our playlist on Boss Biz Radio on Live 365. And also, if you haven't checked out the website, make sure you do so as well. That's bossbizent.com. Yeah. And I need to get more active on Twitter, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, like Twitter is
Yeah, you
lit.
do.
I just,
Twitter is lit.
the Boss Biz page needs to be active on Twitter. So, just content creation. That's pretty much all that we can do right now.
Well, you already know. God is good. If you don't know,
Mm.
make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button at the bottom down there. Tell your friend,
Yes,
tell
y'all
his
in
friend,
here.
and tell her friend, and her friend, and his friend, and their
We
friend, and their friend.
lit.
We lit
We
for
lit.
sure. All you
Tell them.
artists, make sure you definitely locked in and following the Boss Biz Radio and the
One last
Rolling
shout
with
out.
Success IG.
One last shout out before we go. I want to definitely want to shout out J Money Gibbs and Face Lover for coming through. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and shout out
Yeah.
to the whole Boss Biz
Oh no, no.
team and
Also,
go
shout out my boy
support.
Smoke up in here. My man Smoke just
Mhm.
dropped a new single, Can You Feel Me Now? Going
Yes.
up on all platforms, so y'all go check that out. And if you don't know, now you know. It's about that time. I know you done flicked off those ashes and flicked them roaches in the ashtray. Getting ready to roll up another one. Cause I know I am. And we out. Peace.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week. Thanks, Six.